What's up, guys? I'm BTC. We just got a brand new legendary skin. This is easily one of the most detailed with the most effects of any character skin that has been added to the game. This is the Roadhog Midas skin, and it looks absolutely amazing. There are a ton of incredibly cool details about this. So, in case you don't know, Midas is a character from Myth, and he had the golden touch, and everything that he touched would just turn to gold. And obviously, this ends up with calamity for that particular person, as he ends up turning the things that he loves into gold. So it's kind of like a warning, you be careful what you wish for sort of thing. But anyways, with this character skin, it is completely covered in gold. I'm kind of wondering what the actual gold weapon skins would look like with this, because it's probably going to be pretty much the same. Maybe a little bit extra gold here or there, but I mean, it's already completely covered. The hook looks really awesome. The weapon has a lot of details. He's wearing a really awesome mask. Of course, his head is on fire. You've got all that fire going on. The only thing that I don't really like about it is the big kind of champion logo wrestling belt that he has in the center. Not really big fan of the Overwatch League, so I really don't care about that. But obviously, since it is a reward for the San Francisco Shock, it makes sense that they would include that as part of the skin. So it kind of is what it is. Even with that, though, I think that this is easily my new favorite Roadhog character skin. This just looks absolutely amazing. Now, in addition to that, we did get a little bit more information from Jeff Kaplan during one of his interviews. I don't want to go through the entire thing, but what I do want to point out is probably the most important thing that Jeff Kaplan mentioned during this interview, and that is the Overwatch devs are going to start giving more frequent updates on what is going on with the development of Overwatch 2, and also what's going to be going on with Overwatch 1. Because one of the main problems with what happened at last BlizzCon was they had this big announcement. They said Overwatch 2 is coming, and they showed off a bunch of stuff, and then absolutely nothing for months and months and months. Just complete silence, and nobody heard anything, and it was kind of turning into a meme. Like, what's going on? When are we going to get Overwatch 2 news? Like, are they even still making the game? What is going on? Because Blizzard just wasn't saying anything at all, and it was frustrating. People didn't expect the game to come out right away, but we just wanted some kind of information in any form whatsoever, just a little bit of information about what is going on, and Blizzard just wasn't saying anything. And it appears that Jeff Kaplan and the rest of the dev team realized that that probably was a bad idea for them to do that, and it's difficult because obviously they want to talk about certain things and say, yeah, these are the cool things that we're putting into the game, but as soon as they start doing that, people begin to have expectations. And if Blizzard ends up changing their mind on something and says, you know what, maybe we shouldn't put this in the game, maybe we should change it to this, or maybe we should try this other thing instead, then you're going to end up with having people complaining and whining because, oh, hey, you told us that you were going to include this, and now it's not, and this and that. So it becomes a very delicate balancing act. But regardless, they have kind of figured out that they can't go just silent for the next year or two until the game comes out. And he was clear about the fact that this isn't a guaranteed once-a-month kind of thing where they're going to have a big announcement for all these different things that they're working on, but they are going to have more frequent updates letting people know about what's going to happen. And Jeff Kaplan also talked about the possibility of a public beta test for Overwatch 2, but he wanted to make it clear that just because they have some kind of a testing in May, it doesn't mean that the game is going to come out a couple months later in June or July. And those months that he used were just examples, by the way. It's not guaranteed or anything like that. But the point that he was trying to make was that people need to have these measured expectations. You can't think that just because they give a little bit of information now, or because they have a little bit of testing available now, means that the game is going to be coming out in the next month or two. So they are going to try to give lots more information. We do have the possibility of a public beta test that might be available probably sometime this year if it does end up happening. But again, they're not going to go silent, which I think is definitely going to be really good. But anyways, so what do you think about this? What do you think about the brand new Roadhog skin? Let me know down below. A big thanks to all the Paragons and other channel members for all your support. If you'd like to become one and grab some cool rewards, click the join button down below. Also, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like before you leave, and remember, always blame the controller because it's never your fault.